Welcome to online resource. In this we going to learn how to add a disk to existing cluster. In this demo we are going to learn prerequisite of using iSCSI disk, how to using iSCSI technology to create the disk. Some organization uses SAN as their storage backend, and or NetApp, or whatever your storage backend is. It really doesn't matter. Procedure remains same, that to create the disk in your sign to the new nodes to the cluster. In this demo also learning how to create shared disks using iSCSI virtual disk, how to create iSCSI how to create iSCSI target, how to assign shared disk to cluster node, how to bring disk online on cluster nodes, how to add disk as cluster resource. So let's go guys, and I'm gonna go ahead and create disk. I am keep in mind that the prerequisite, the prerequisite is iSCSI shared disk to create the disk, that all the nodes that you're trying to assign iSCSI disk, after you create the iSCSI disk, need to have iSCSI services running. When you go on the target and click on the iSCSI, it will tell you that services are not running, so just go ahead and click yes, it will start the services. Let's go ahead and create a disk. You cannot create iSCSI disk on any of the node that is part of the cluster, so you have to be created on some other server. Whatever your storage server, you need to create the disk on that. So let's go ahead, and this is my server where I'm going to create the disk, and I will be presenting that disk to the cluster nodes, and the node go from there. So in order to do that, I am going to go ahead and click on server manager, uh, and you need to file and storage services. Once you click on that, we're going to go ahead and use iSCSI. Up here, if your services are not running, when you click on iSCSI, it will tell you the services not running. You need to click yes in order to run the services. All you need to do, the click yes, then you will go ahead to click on create an iSCSI virtual disk, start new iSCSI virtual disk wizard. Click on that. The wizard will open, and this is the server. Go ahead and create the disk. Right now volume right here is in your case SAN or NetApp volume that use storage. You're going to go ahead and add create disk. In order that this case I'm going ahead to create 1 gig disk, and present it, add it as a disk resource in my cluster. So I'm going to choose C, and let's go ahead and click next. iSCSI virtual disk name, you can use this up here as name, and assign node that you want to. So I'm going to go ahead and shared disk, or share disk queue. In my case, you can put the description that this disk going to use as a whole cluster. Whatever, if you have going to be used for SQL Server data, you can put the description according to requirements. So let's go ahead and click next. I'm going to create 1 gig because this is just for demo purposes. Next we're going to go ahead and fix the size of here. Sometime if you wanted to create disk, use disk, wanted to just a minute later to control the size, you can go ahead and dynamically expanding and differencing and all that good stuff right here. But in this demo we are going to in this demo we are going to go ahead and click next. These are the target right here. iSCSI targets is few right here. Existing iSCSI target disk was created in previous system. We gonna go ahead and create new iSCSI target. Click next. Here is the ask for a name, and put the name cluster queue drive. This is my cluster queue drive. This is my target name. I am using this target name and will contain all the drives. If I create more than one drives, write them for this demo. Just now I am creating one click next. You need to access servers who are going to access this disk. This is where you want to nodes, cluster nodes. So in my case, I up here I you have different choices. You can go ahead and click into the values, right click, and DNS name, IP address, MAC address of your target server. So in my case, we're going to be DNS name, and the first server is TBS client. That is the first node in my cluster. So I click OK, and it added right here, and again click add to add the other node. This is going to be shared rig, and it is going to be shared by 2 node cluster. So you need to provide nodes that is in your cluster. So my second node is TBS SQL. I'm going to add and go ahead and choose the DNS, click OK. And these are 2 servers that I want this disk to be used. They will share this disk. I'm going to go ahead and click next. We need to select any of this option using iSCSI. So let's go click next. Up here, this is the summary and confirmation. Click on create. Disk will be creating and share disk. Don't worry about this. Right here, one or more initiated primary return may be invalid. Ensure interprimary FQDN for, and we have we ensure that I have mentioned that there is a communication between this server and my node. So I'm not worried about it. This is just a warning. It is basically asking you that there should be communication between these 2 servers, this server and target nodes. So I do have the communication. You might gonna go ahead and basically check the communication between your nodes and a storage server. In my case, this is my storage server TBSS SP. So there is a communication between all my nodes and this storage. So I'm going to go ahead and click close. So here is the disk. Right now status is not connected. We're gonna go ahead and assign. Right click on this disk that we have created and choose assign iSCSI virtual disk. And right here are the targets. We created a new targeted cluster right here, quorum. So right here, cluster Q drive, I'm sorry, this is the target was created in previous demo, but this is the one that we're gonna go ahead and use. It's tell you right here in this target we show a cluster drive what are the server and nodes, and what are the server or nodes are associated to this particular targeted. Right now the server is TBS client and TBS SQL in my case. If you choose more target, you want to share the disk, you can with the more nodes, cluster nodes, you can go ahead and add that. So we're gonna go ahead and click next. This is the confirmation. We're going to go ahead and click assign, and the assignment is completed. Click close. So let's go ahead and target the server. Let's go ahead to the target server, which is 2 nodes. So we're gonna go ahead and see if that disk is there. We're gonna go ahead and minimize this, and here is one of my server TBS client. So I am going to go ahead and open up server manager. Here is the click on file, and right here iSCSI. Click on tools and click on iSCSI initiator. This is the initiator. What we need to do right now is to go ahead and click this target right here where you have created the disk. In my case, it would be TBS SSP. This is my storage server. You need to be connected in order to basically connect to that disk that you create. So we're gonna go ahead and quick connect, and it is connected right here. We're gonna go ahead and click connect here. It's connected, so done. Click OK. Now it's connected. We're gonna go ahead and disconnect. Basically this one was again to the previous demo. Select, click OK. That's all you need to do. Now we're gonna go ahead and open computer management and see if it is presented to our node. So click on disk management. If you don't see this, this is the disk you just created. If you don't see it here, you need to right click on the disk management and rescan for the disk, and it will bring the disk up here. So now next thing is we need to bring this disk online and need to do other necessary configuration for this disk. We're gonna go ahead and right click on the disk and click bring it online, and this disk is online, but it is disabled. But initialize disk. This is my disk, so use the following partition style. If you have requirement to do the partition style GPT, you can click that, but this is MB or master boot record would be just fine. So we're gonna go ahead and click OK. As you can see that disk is online now, but it's not allocated, so we're gonna go ahead and click on new simple volume, click next, and here is the disk. We're gonna go ahead and click next, and we're going to assign drive. Right now assign the following drive letter up here. Whatever your drive letter is going to be, in my case I'm going to use is a quorum disk. I'm going to select Q and make it easier for me to remember that. So click next, and up here volume name, so cluster quorum. Okay, this need to be formatted before you can use it. So we're gonna go ahead and from quick format, click next and finish. We're gonna go ahead, right click and refresh. As you can see that the volume name is appeared right here, and drive letter and cluster QM. So right now our disk is pretty healthy and it's usable. So let's go ahead and do the same thing on the node 2. We're gonna go ahead and sign into our node 2. In my case TBS SQL. Put the password. Here is our server manager. We're gonna go ahead and click on tools and ISKG initiator. Let's go ahead and we're gonna go ahead and disconnect this. This is again from the previous demo. We're gonna go ahead and connect again with our storage server, which was in my case the TBS SP. We're gonna quick connect. As you can see right here, cluster Q tribe. This is the target we have created. Is the status is activate. We need to click connect. Is connected, done. As you can see that it's connected. Click OK. Now we are going to go ahead and do the same thing. We can close this and go computer management. And go to the disk management, and here is the disk. As soon as usually disk is on second node, basically offline. As soon as if you bring online, then it pick up your drive letter and also your volume name. So keep in mind that if you using multiple disk, sometimes what happen is that the disk drive letter is not same, but in order to add the disk to the cluster, but the volume name and the drive letter used to be same. So we're gonna go right click and bring it online, and you can see it picked up the volume name, and let me refresh this. It should basically go ahead and get drive letter from a previous installation, which is right here. It's D now, which we're gonna go ahead and change the drive letter. We need to make it Q in order to add disk to our cluster. So right here, this is cluster Q, and you can go ahead and format it again you want to, but right now it's healthy partitions right here. So next thing is that we are going to go ahead and add this disk as a cluster resource. We're gonna go ahead and close this. You can use either nodes failover cluster right here. So I'm going to go ahead and click on open the failover cluster manager. Here is my cluster. This is the cluster that I already created. You need to expand the cluster and need to go storage, and as you can see it has disk and poles. Click on disk. Right now do not have any disk attached, so I have to attach this ISKG disk. Go ahead and add disk. This disk we just created, so click add disk. This is the disk that is the we created. We're going to go ahead and disk one on Node TBS client. Click OK with that. It's bringing the disk online. As you can see, disk is online right now. The current owner is we node 1. You can test another owner, which is my case TBS SQL. We're gonna go ahead and select node and click on TBS SQL and see if this disk will come online, and OK TBS SQL. As you can see, the failover to TBS SQL right here. So current owner is changed from TBS client to change TBS SQL. So basically this is the how you add a disk to an existing cluster. In my case I have two nodes cluster. We have created ISKG disk, shared the disk and create the ISKG target, as assign the shared disk to cluster node, bring disk online on the cluster node, and finally we add a disk as a cluster resource. And thank you for watching. Don't forget to subscribe.